my name is Jasmine and today I'm going to be filming a Q&A video. I'm super excited to be here and filming this video. Honestly, I've been looking forward to doing a video for a really long time and I finally got the courage to do it, so just go ahead and bear with me. It is my first time. Also, I just want to let you guys know and warn you guys that my dad is remodeling our kitchen. Of course, I want to film a video during this time, but he is remodeling our kitchen, so there might be a little bit of background noise. I'm so sorry if you do hear it. Okay, so we're just gonna go straight into the questions. People asked me some really good questions, so I'm pretty excited. All right, so the first question is, do you make music? The answer to that question is no, but if I had the chance to be on a feature, or if I had the chance to be in a music video or sing with someone, I would totally be down to do that. I am very creative, but I am not creative enough to make music. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so I'm sorry, I do not make music. Next question is a really good question that I'm pretty sure has kind of happened to everyone. So it reads, have you ever cheated or been cheated on? Okay, so I believe that if you truly love someone, you don't cheat. Okay, so that's just my belief there. And have you ever been cheated on? So yes, guys, I have been cheated on. I feel like a lot of people have dealt through that during their teenage years, and we can all agree that it freaking sucks to be cheated on. So yes, I have been cheated on and it hurt a lot. Probably one of the worst pains that I've experienced, but you know what? I got through it. I got stronger and smarter. So I hope that all you guys that have been cheated on also did the same. Okay, so next question is, compare living in Kansas to California. Okay, so I don't know if some of you know me or not, but I am originally from California and I moved to Kansas almost 3 years ago. It's going to be 3 years ago on June 7th of 2020 this year. And let me just say, guys, Kansas and California are two different worlds, okay? I go to California to visit every 4, 5, 6 months. Obviously, because of the epidemic, I haven't been able to go. But if not, I would have been over there under the sun, you know, enjoying life. But pretty much, they're two completely different worlds. I live in a small town, so that's why I say it's completely different world. But there is bigger cities in Kansas that are similar to the cities over there. However, where I live, it's so different, and if you live where I live, then you totally understand what I'm talking about. So what hardships have you gone through in your life that really changed you or your personality in any way? Let's have a silent moment here for this question, because that is a really good question that I feel like I probably should have put more thought into. Okay, so one of the hardships for sure that I've been through in my life is when my parents were separating. I feel like that was a really hard time to go through. You know, you just want to be there for your mom, or you don't want to be one-sided, and it's just a lot, you know, and it really built me up. I used to take care of my siblings, and it was a hard time. My mom was going through it, so I kind of had to be the mom there a bit. I don't know if some of you guys can relate to that or not. Something else that really changed my life was that breakup that I went through that I was telling you guys about. That is literally something that changed my life completely. I promised myself to never put someone else before me. So after that, like I said, I definitely became stronger. I definitely know how to take care of kids. I know how to cook because of it now too. And I know how to deal with people not valuing you or not being able to understand you know. So yeah, so that's pretty much how the personality that I developed from it is just being smarter, pretty much. Okay, so a breakup, let's see. Oh, and definitely living. I used to live in San Marino, so I don't know if you guys know where that's at. Some of you guys do, some of you guys don't. But it's pretty bad out there. Let's just say that. In a sense, to grow up when you're a teenage girl. Um, I feel like I went through a lot over there and I experienced a lot of things that I don't regret because I wouldn't take anything back from my life because it shaped me for who I am now. But definitely, I feel like that was something in my life that changed me. But it doesn't matter where you come from, guys. It just matters how you build up and what you do about it, you know? All right, so next question. How do you think the world will be affected after the coronavirus? Okay, so that is also a really, really good question. How do I feel that it'll be affected? I feel like people will appreciate one another more and appreciate freedom more as well, and eating out and just vibing and loving everybody that you probably held a grudge against or whatever the case might be, and also just taking life more serious, you know, because we only live once. And yeah, that's pretty much how I feel that people will deal with things after the epidemic. Okay, so let's see, where would you like to travel to if you haven't been there, and why? That's a really good question. They're all really good questions. I'm sorry. But I would travel to Italy. Italy has always just been a dream for me. I feel like it's a dream for a lot of girls also. I actually learned how to speak a little bit of Italian. So if you guys ever want to do like you guys ever want to hear me speak Italian or something, maybe on the next video, I can go ahead and do that for you guys. Just go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, definitely Italy. I feel like the food is amazing. I love the language. I love that a lot of the great quality clothing come from over there as well. All the tourist sites, the fact that they have like boats and just so many things that I feel like I would have a great time being over there. So I would totally love going to Italy. Okay, so next question. How did you feel when your parents told you were moving to Kansas? Okay, all right. So let me just start off by saying that even though I've been here in Kansas for about 3 years, I still sit back like, I don't know, like around 2, 3 in the morning or something when I'm up late or just thinking about life. I'm just like, how did I come from California to Kansas? I'm just like, what? But I'll tell you guys the story of how I ended up coming here. So pretty much my parents were separated for a while. And when I was younger, I used to go to this church, a Christian church. And one of the brothers there became a pastor here. And he got in contact with my parents and he's like, hey, fix your marriage, come over here. Like, you guys could have your family back together and pretty much raise your kids in a good place, etc., etc. So I'm pretty sure there was still love there, guys. And my parents came over here. They changed their lives. They've been together for 3 years already, back together. It was a challenge. It was definitely a challenge moving over here like that. But yeah, the first time my parents told me that I was coming to Kansas, I was with my dad. Me and my siblings were with my dad, and he told us that we were going to move to Kansas soon. And we all just laughed. Like, we all just laughed. We're like, there is no way that we're moving to Kansas, you know? And yeah, guys, literally 2 weeks after, my parents were selling everything, putting everything on a yard sale. And I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, so that's my dad there. I totally love that guy now. You know, at first he was like a complete stranger to me, kind of, but now I have so much love for him, and he won my heart fully. So yeah, so back to it. So pretty much they were selling everything, all of our stuff, and yeah, we just moved over here. You know, we just came in a car, 20-hour drive. My parents are just that crazy. They're just that crazy. They'll tell you, like, 1 week, they'll be like, we're going to California next week. And you're like, what? Like, how are we going to California in a week? And you're, like, barely telling us now. And, yep, the next week we'll be going to California. So that's just my parents. And I love them for that because of them, I have traveled a lot. And we have done a lot of crazy things as a family. So definitely, if you guys want to hear my story times about all the adventures that we've gone through, all the crazy things we've gone through on our way to California from Kansas, let me know and I'll go ahead and tell you guys. It is so crazy, everything that we've been through. So scary, so crazy, so fun, everything is just full of everything. So just let me know. Okay, so next question. Were you surprised when you seen Kansas for the first time? Okay, so the first time that I came to Kansas, it was nighttime. I'm sorry, the TV is on out there, but the first time I came to Kansas, guys, it was nighttime, and it was really, really dark. And I just remember seeing a star, like a backward star, you know, like a satanic star, and it was purple, and it was literally the creepiest thing. I was like, where the heck am I, you know? I was like, where am I and what am I doing here, you know? And I was just so scared. Everything here looks very old-fashioned. Everything here looks very vintage, and it just looks like a place where people don't live. So I was just really scared. Let's just say that. I was like, where the heck did my parents bring me? What am I doing here? Okay, so that's pretty much what happened. So the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and close the door. Okay. So the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me, honestly, I wouldn't really know. Because I feel like I'm not a very embarrassed person. So if something embarrassing happened to me, I'll just kind of like brush it off. I'll just brush it off, and I'll just act like it didn't happen, you know? And so I just feel like there isn't really much something that's been embarrassing to me. Okay, so next question. What is one of my fears? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so one of my fears, I would say, this might sound kind of dumb, like a little bit, but one of my fears is getting hurt again, guys. That's one of my fears, getting my heart broken and just being taken for granted. That is one of my fears for sure. I just feel like when I went through my heartbreak 2017, it was one of the worst things ever. So I'm just afraid of getting my heart broke. Is that a dumb fear? I don't know. Let me know if you have the same fear or not. Okay, so what challenges do you think the generation will face? Okay, guys, so this is the last question on my little notebook. It's cute, isn't it? Okay, so this is my last question. What challenges do you think the next generation will face? So this is also a really, really good question. Pretty much, I feel like people will be more insecure. I don't know why. When they asked me this question, that was the first thing that I thought about. That I feel like the next generation, one of the challenges that they're gonna face is just being more insecure because of social media. You know, because of social media, there's just a lot of models that us women look up to, or men, and there's just a lot of things that I feel like our next generation will go through. You know, that's one of the main things, insecurity. And that's excuse me, that's one of the worst things, you know. Yeah, so we just have to try and be confident and do the best that we can do every single day. So those are all the questions for today, guys. It was super fun filming this video. I'm so sorry for all the interruptions that I got during this video. I know as I start doing this more and you guys start supporting me, my parents and my family will understand when I'm filming and all that, and put the volume down on things. But anyway, okay, so yeah, so my name is Jasmine. If you like everything, all the things that I said, and if you like how I am and everything, go ahead and subscribe and like. And if you want to go ahead and leave a comment on things that you can relate to, or things that you want to see on the future, just go ahead and let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do them for you guys, honestly. This was a great experience. I hope you guys all stay safe, and I hope all you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.